Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to jump right into the engine room of Power Apps. We're talking about the simple but, incredibly powerful logic that can take your amazing idea and turn it into a real working application. And the best part? You can do it without writing a single line of traditional code.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You've got this perfect idea for an app, something that would make your job, or maybe your team's job, just so much easier. But then the thought of all that complicated coding just stopped you in your tracks. Well, what if I told you that the language you need to know is one you probably already use?
That's right. The secret sauce here is formulas. Seriously, if you've ever typed something like sum or average into an Excel spreadsheet, you're already halfway there. Power Apps uses that exact same kind of thinking to control how your app behaves, what it looks like, and how it handles all of its data.
So let's go ahead and open up the toolkit and see what we're really working with. These formulas are made up of a few key parts, and once you get these, you're on your way to building pretty much anything you can dream up.
Think about it like this, okay? Functions, those are your action verbs. They're the things that do stuff. Signals are like your app's senses. They can read information from the phone or tablet, like its GPS location. Enumerations, those are just your presets, like a list of colors you can use. And named operators, they're basically like little pointers, helping you grab info from specific things on the screen.
Now, this slide is super important because it gets to the core difference between the two most active parts of your app. A function is something you command. You tell it, hey, SQRT, here's the number 25, and it does the math and gives you back 5. A signal, on the other hand, well, it reports back to you. It's always reading the device's GPS and just telling you, hey, here's the current location. So one is a command and the other is a report. Simple as that.
Okay, so with those building blocks in our back pocket, let's see how we can use them to manage the one thing every app needs, data. Let's think of this as just organizing on digital filing cabinet.
These functions right here are the real workhorses. With Filter, you can show a customer a list of only their own orders, nobody else's. With Sort, you can arrange your products from the highest price to the lowest. Look Up lets you pull up one single employee's contact info in a snap. And Collect lets you add a new person to that list. It's really all about getting the right information to the right place, right when you need it.
All right, our data is all neat and tidy. So now let's talk about the user, because an app is so much more than just information, right? It has to feel responsive, it needs to be intuitive. It's time for the formulas that make your app feel alive.
This is all about creating that smooth, seamless flow for the person using your app. When a user clicks a button, the Navigate function zips them over to a new screen. When they save something, Notify pops up a friendly little Success message at the top. Set Focus can automatically put the cursor right in the first text box, saving them a tap. These little touches, they're what separate a clunky tool from a truly great experience.
And now for the really, really cool part. This is where we go way beyond simple forms and lists. Let's look at how formulas can hook your app into artificial intelligence and even the device's own hardware to give it some legit superpowers. I mean, just look at this. This shows just how crazy powerful these built-in functions are. With one single formula, AI Translate, your app can suddenly speak multiple languages. With AI Sentiment, it can actually read customer feedback and figure out if it's positive or negative. And with AI Extract, it can scan a whole block of text and automatically pull out the important stuff. This isn't science fiction, folks. It's a formula you can literally type right now.
And beyond just AI, your app can become aware of the physical world around it. Using signals, you can get the device's location for a map, use its compass for directions, or even use its acceleration sensor to see if it's being shaken or tilted. You can even have it read NFC tags to interact with physical objects out in the real world. How cool is that?
So, that's the journey we just took. We started with a concept that's as simple and familiar as an Excel formula, and we ended up here, with an app that can understand language, sense its own environment, and create a truly dynamic experience for anyone who uses it.
And that's really the key takeaway here. Every single function, every signal, it's a building block. They are the tools you use to build that bridge, from the idea that's stuck in your head to a real, tangible app that people can actually use.
So the only question left is, with this powerful toolkit right at your fingertips, what problem are you going to solve? What process will you make easier? What idea are you going to bring to life? What will you build?